Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you about this little improv project that I'm doing. And I'm doing it because I miss seeing my friends dance, and I miss seeing my teachers dance, and I miss seeing people that inspire me move. So I'm just reaching out to a ton of people that I know, or maybe I don't know, and just asking them to take a video of themselves improving, and I'm going to edit it together and hopefully create something fun and inspiring. So you're just going to film yourself improving. It can be about a minute long, and I'm going to take a 10 to 20 second clip of your minute long improvisation, and I'm going to edit it together with other people. And if you want to get creative, this might be a little confusing, so you can ignore this if you want. But if you wanted to take 4 10-second videos, then I could put them up on the screen, and maybe you're doing different gestures. So maybe in the first screen, you're going head, hand, out, and maybe in the second one, you're just going out, out, out. And maybe this one, you're just looking through your fingers. And maybe in the fourth one, you're just staring, or maybe you look up, and you can see how they can relate to each other. So if you want to get creative, you can do that. You could also, if you want to do 3 videos, you could take 1 video of you walking across the screen, 1 video of you running across the screen, and 1 video of you maybe crawling slowly across the screen, just to see how things can relate. Or maybe you want to do one of you looking at yourself, or having a conversation with yourself if there were 2 screens. But again, if that confuses you, completely ignore that. Just take a minute-long video of you improving your best life away. I also made a little PowerPoint with some slides, so I'll send you a screenshot of the slides, so you can look back for reference. Also, I'm going to give you a move from the person that's improving before you in the video to do in your improv, so we tell a connected story. So let's say their move is a hand circle. So I'll give you that move, and then you just have to do that in your improv in the middle. So then, as they do their hand circle, you'll do your hand circle, then it will go into your next movement, and it will just connect everything. So, yeah, it's your choice if you want to do that move at the beginning or the middle of your improv. Just don't do it at the end. And I'll text you or DM you, whatever, when it's your turn to create a phrase with your opening position. And just think about composition. And think about the space that you're in, and just think about how you can paint and direct what's happening around you. So for costumes, I think it'd be kind of fun if we had everyone in monochromatic. So I have this little picture. I'll send a picture of it though. So just try to be all the same color, or you can just like mismatch or whatever, but just try to stay with 1 or 2 colors. If you have no monochromatic, that's fine. Just wear black joggers and black sweatshirt and you're chilling. For the location, I want you to blend in or contrast your environment. So thinking about that, if you're on green grass, you could wear all green and maybe a white shirt, which is kind of what I have, is what I did, is you're wearing all green, then you have white stripes. Yeah, or you could completely contrast it, and you can maybe wear all yellow, and then you'll really stand out in the green. Or if you're in a pink room, and the walls are pink, you can just wear all white, and then you'll be contrasting. Or if you want to wear all pink, you're blending in. So just pick what you want to do with that. Just make it fun, make it extra. I like extra. And so I just wanted to go over some seeds to be planted in your improvisation. I like to plant a ton of seeds in your head, and then some of them grow into flowers and then evaporate or grow into other things. So first thing I'm going to talk about is your eyes. Think about eye contact and where you're looking when you're dancing. Are you talking to someone right in front of your face? Are they all the way across the room? Are you in your own alien world? Or are your eyes circling and darting around? So just think about your eyes. Think about your bones versus your muscles versus your skin. Think about how your bones move in your body and how you can stack your bones on top of each other. And then think about how your muscles can pull yourself around. And then think about how your skin can stretch. So have a conversation with your bones, muscles, and skin moving. Yeah, and all of these are just ideas. You can completely ignore them. I just wanted to give you some points to jump off of. Also, facial expressions. I love playing with like distorted faces, so feel free to play with that. Go on a journey. I love seeing how things can grow, so maybe I'm playing with my hand. And maybe it gets faster. And I can surprise myself with how fast it can go. And then I can kind of feel that pathway that I created. And also you can do that with a groove if you're moving. And then you can get it bigger. So yeah, feel free to go on journeys with anything, and then also feel free to groove. Think about physical imagery. So maybe you can think about, imagine your head was a balloon, and imagine your arms are trying to get away from you, and maybe your legs are going crazy, spaghetti legs. So then if you have spaghetti legs and your head's a balloon and your arms are trying to get away, that could create some interesting dialogue in your body. So you can create physical imagery for yourself. You could also just dance about a story. For example, like Alice in Wonderland, you can start maybe doing gestures as she's reading a book, then she falls down the hole, then there's a teacup, then there's a Queen of Hearts. So there's just lots of little things you can pull character-wise. There is also different styles. So I encourage you really in this to play with different styles. We don't have to just do modern improvisation skills. You can do jazz, hip-hop, house, breaking, tap, twerking, whatever you want to do. Just have fun with it. Another thing I want to talk about is sustaining versus exhausting energy. And think about how you're improvising. How would you move if you wanted to sustain your energy? If you wanted to dance for an hour, how would you dance? But then also, to contrast that, think about how you would move if you wanted to get rid of all your energy. If you had 30 seconds to get rid of everything, and you have to move everything in your body, how would you move that way? And then, because we're on camera, think about 2D versus 3D, how we can move in this 2D zone, but then we can also play with 3D and getting closer in proximity from the camera. Yeah? Think about coordination on bringing body parts to each other. You turn that to a group, and then think about exploring this coordination and how coordination can affect you and move you around. Think about gravity is another thing to think about. If you're just moving and then gravity strikes into you, maybe you're doing a jump and then gravity takes you out of it. Remember repetition and stillness. I don't need to explain repetition or stillness, but those are just things that I love. So implement some repetition and stillness. Almost done. I'm sorry if this is boring to you. One thing that I kind of call it string theory. I don't know if I invented it, but I call it string theory. I'm sure I didn't invent it. But if you just imagine strings like a puppet, so maybe your chest and then your hip and then your shoulders, and you're just kind of moving, you're letting things pull yourself. It's kind of like I'm thinking about creating space in my body. So just things being pulled away. And you could also think about it internally like magnets, if there were strings in your body being magnetized towards each other. Also think about audience placement when you're filming this. Don't think that the only audience is your camera. Think that maybe you're in a room and the audience is all around you in a circle. Maybe think that the audience is above you. How would you move if people are watching you from above? Yeah, just something to think about. And then think about percentage levels. Maybe try moving at your 20% level. So if my full range of rotation of my arm is this, that's 100%. Maybe 20% is just a small shrug. So just playing with maybe 30% in the shoulder, then 70% in the hips, and then 80% in the feet, and then 22.1% in the chest, and just playing with different body parts and having a conversation with your body. So yeah, that's it for the seeds to be planted. You can ignore all of those. You can pick 3 and experiment with 3 of them, or you could just pick all of them and try to see what comes through your brain. I would recommend trying to pick 2 or 3, even if you ignore all of them. Just try maybe starting it with some. Yeah. So, sorry, I know that was a lot. Conclusion: film yourself in an extra outfit in a location, and the only task you have to complete is I'll be giving you a move that you either complete at the beginning of your phrase or somewhere in the middle of your phrase. Remember to be yourself and explore your personal movement and your internal and external journey. So I really want to see your personality and who you are, and that's what I think will make the video authentic and inspiring, is by seeing so many different types of people coming together. So that's it for the first project. I have a second project, so if you want to turn me off, you can turn me off, but if you want to keep listening, I have one more project that I'm doing that will be separate from this first video. But I just wanted to get this out because I'm going to be sending this link to a lot of people, so I'd rather kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So the second project that I'm doing is a spoken phrase project. So if you feel comfortable or you want to challenge yourself and be a little bit more vulnerable, I want you to pick a phrase that resonates with you or makes you smile. It could be something like, see you soon, I truly appreciate your help, why don't you call me anymore, wait a second, would you like fries with that, or can I buy you a drink? So just a type of phrase that maybe has an answer to it or it has weight. Like, why don't you call me anymore? That obviously has weight to it. Or you can just pick something that's funny, or you can pick something outrageous, like, dude, where's my car? You know? It doesn't have to be a question, it could be, I love you. So, you can be something funny, or it could be something about your life. Go for it. So, I want you to film yourself from the chest up. In my slide, I have a wonderful picture of Kim Kardashian from the chest up for some imagery. I'm a visual learner, so I have to see it. So, film yourself from the chest up, kind of like this, and start speaking your phrase in different ways. So if I was, can I buy you a drink, I could start off with, can I buy you a drink? 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 Yeah, so I know that can get kind of weird or maybe a little annoying if you have people in your house, but it's really fun to explore different octaves and ways you can say something. And I encourage you to say it to the camera, and I also encourage you to say it facing away. So when I get a ton of different videos, I can have a dialogue of people, someone saying a phrase and someone saying the phrase back to you. So that's the first part, is you just say your phrase in different ways. Try not to change the phrase, so don't change it to, can I please buy you a drink? Don't add the please, try to keep it, can I buy you a drink, and stick to it, so you're trapping your mind in so you can expand. Second time is try speaking it as you move. So, can I buy you a drink? 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 Yeah, so play with movement connecting to your words. Think about the words go into your core and you expand from your core. Can I buy you a drink? So that's the second one, with movement. Third one is try saying your phrases without speaking, only use your body. So in your head, you're saying, can I buy you a drink, and moving because of that. Yeah, so the first one is say your phrase, just your phrase, like a human. Second time, say your phrase as you're dancing. Third time, say your phrase without speaking, using only your body. I would say try to give about a minute each level. There were 3 levels to try to really experiment. If you want to do it for 10 seconds or 20 seconds, you're not going to be able to find the deeper parts that you can dive into. Remember to play with your profile views and front. And feel free to add laughing, crying, winking, some fun facial expressions. Maybe you wink. I can't wink. That was so bad. I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. Maybe you wink. Can I buy you a drink? And then you start hysterically laughing. That's interesting. And you can be in any outfit, any location for this. Doesn't matter. I just want to get a bunch of different dialogues together and maybe see how we can have a dialogue. Yeah, I think that's it. Please let me know if you're interested in this project, and I'll put your name in a spreadsheet so then I can start texting people and getting this going. Thank you. Bye. Just kidding. I have one more thing to say about this spoken word project. Remember to warm your faces up. So really stretch it. All the crazy ways that you can distort your face. So just stretch your face so you already have the room to go there. Like you wouldn't go and do a switch sleep without doing your splits on the floor first, right? And doing some lunges and some other stretching stuff. So stretch your face so you have the mobility to go to your max range in your face. And also at the end of doing your 3 minutes of the talking with the phrase, moving with the phrase, and implementing the phrase with your body and your voice, answer your phrase. So if you're doing the can I buy you a drink for 3 minutes, what would you say to a person who's saying that to you? Maybe you say, no, you can't buy me a drink, and walk away, all dramatic. Or if you're doing, I truly appreciate your help, maybe you end with, thank you, as you're just like thanking them. So just so I can have a little bit more dialogue to play with. How would you answer that authentically after going through that journey you just went through? That's the last thing. Sorry for this long video. If you have questions, let me know. Hope to be moving and seeing you move soon.